Hello. Hello. Uh, not that I'm any more ready now than I was a few seconds ago, but I thought I would just jump in to say, not only to say, hi, CMA, and welcome back, but yeah, by overture, Soundtrack 78 just means the music that plays while the opening curtain is, with the message that, stream's going to start soon, all that. So yeah, any of the like the welcome. So it's not yet. We're almost there. I can oh wait, do you know what, actually just let me double try that one more time if you wouldn't mind, because I should be able to see. So what, I'll explain it in a moment, but give me, let's try. Oh no, I can't. I gotta click on here before I can type in the chat. But like why? Oh, I don't need caps lock on, but oh, and then I forgot to look. Sorry, hang on. So I got, let me try one other thing. I will explain momentarily, I promise. But just let me get a little look here on what there's some element of, oh yep, they're okay. They're all going now. Um, yeah, for some weird reason, this is a side issue, but for some reason, after I press the start streaming button and the music starts going and all that, I have to, before any kind of sound or command or welcome or anything will play, for some reason in Stream Elements, I have to pause the activity log and then restart it. Otherwise, nothing will happen when I play a sound off my soundboard, or when you play a sound off of a sound command, etc., etc., etc. So I'll get to greetings in just a moment, but do I have Reddit? Um, I have successfully avoided Reddit to this point. My brother Michael, who was featured in our last stream or the stream before, uh, is an avid Reddit user and frequently sends me links from there. So I read a good bit from Reddit, but every time it asks if I'm sure that I don't want to download the Reddit app, I say yes, I'm sure. I do not want to download the Reddit app. So let's see, give me one sec to close something over here that, yep, don't need that till the end of the stream, so that can go away. Lovely. Um, so, um, well, I'd be happy to chat with you about Reddit at some point, but probably during the stream's not the greatest. There was actually, I've this morning while I was working on some things for the stream, 14-year badge. Wow. Um, that's impressive. What is going on at the airport here? Why are all these vehicles suddenly pulling up around our airplane? I think I don't like the look of this. They got flashy lights on top of them and everything. There's some other aircraft here. Yeah, okay. I'm not really sure why we're suddenly attracting ground traffic, but there's that. Um, oh, you're boycotting now? Yeah, I heard some of that. I heard some of that stuff about Reddit and the users and the creators getting the deal. It reminded me a lot of what FlightSim.to went through like the month before that. I don't know. It's all moving parts, this internet thing. I don't know. Let's see. Can we okay, he's gonna leave and we'll just focus on our aircraft here. Oh, oh, there we go. So let me roll all the way back to the very first couple of chats uh, in the stream today. And okay, yeah, I'll circle back to that. But so what I was starting to explain was, when I start the stream, I don't like other sounds and stuff like interrupting, like playing over the music. So they're allegedly all working. Like when the first time you typed what, the sound actually played, it just didn't play through to the stream. So like I saw my little sound meter going because of the bot was playing the sound. It's just that that channel was muted. Like while the music's playing, I have my mic muted as well, so I can talk, and the little needle goes when I talk. Wait, it goes what? Oh no, no, I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Right. Uh, the little the little needle does that when I'm talking, but right. So then the way I kind of like to kick the stream off is kind of say hi to everybody, greet people, play each person's welcome sound if they have one, and I'm trying to add a few more each week. Uh, and then once we're done with that, then I kind of like turn on all the other sounds so that everything like that is so let's do that. Let's let me back up and say hi to everybody who's here, and then we'll dive in and answer any other questions there might be, and then we'll get going. We're going to do a fly along today. The route is available on the exclamation point route command. We're in rural Oregon, just kind of gallivanting all around rural Oregon, looking at hopefully some interesting scenery. Um, we're doing a giveaway today, as we do every stream. So type exclamation point giveaway to get yourself entered into the giveaway, which I don't have over here, but I intended to. Bear with me a moment. Okay, right, there's that. So that's good. Yeah. So without further ado, let me say hi to the most fabulous moderator in all of Twitch, Soundtrack 78. Happy to see you today. And Ascended Gravity. Hi, happy to have you here. Hope you can fly along today. And CMA, you're not at all late, or you weren't even late when you arrived and said I'm late. You weren't late. Happy to see you here, um, and some reassurance that I'm saying CMA correctly would be much appreciated. And and can tell me a little about your name and if it has any particular like cultural resonance or meaning or background, anything that might lead me to be inspired for some sort of welcome sound, because I love having welcome sounds for everybody who comes on a regular basis. And but it's the kind of thing where inspiration strikes and I can't not do it. I have to do it right away, or inspiration doesn't strike and there's just no way that I can force it. But fortunately, I had a great deal of inspiration for my dear friend Spundot. Hello, Spundot. T Miller 51. Great to see you. Happy to have you here today. And um let's see, I'm trying to let me just hear Pezzy. Oh my gosh, Pezzy is here. Hello, Pezzy. And CMA, yes, you. Absolutely. The Grin Mia is here. What a delight. Hi, Sagrin. Oh, CMA, yeah, no pressure, no rush. Don't worry about it at all. If that causes any discomfort, pretend I never said it. It's an interesting name. I just thought I'd ask. Don't worry about it. I'm the one who overthinks things around here. Okay, that's my job. So it's that's I think that's everybody who's here, which means I should be able to turn the greeter bot loose so that it can greet any other people as they come in, and then we can have alerts and commands turned on. It's a little early to turn on the airplane noises. Yeah, we'll wait till we get in the airplane to do that. Captain Timothy. Um, was he in a long EZ? Why am I remembering that it was some other plane? The thing I'm remembering about his accident wasn't the tank change knob like behind where he like he couldn't reach the couldn't I thought the it was like was trying to like reach back to get the to change tanks and couldn't get the and I and this one the fuel tank is like on the floor down here. It's really another couldn't flip the tanks. So it must have been. I know there was the very ease was the first like the first version of this plane was called a very ease. Maybe it was that version, or maybe I mean it's home built. I guess you can put your fuel selector knob wherever the heck you want it. Uh, but it was so he was in a long EZ. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if he built it or if he had somebody build it for him. Um, the other thing I love in here down just above the fuel selector knob, there's a little plexiglass window here so that you can see the nose gear. The mains are not retractable, but the nose gear is retractable, and you retract it by hand cranking this crank. We'll take a look at that once we get off the ground. And for parking, this was a really wild part for parking um, in the real plane. What is happening here? Did somebody? Oh, it's the canopy. I didn't realize that. I've not been in my default view with the canopy open. So I was like, what is that thing on my right? But it's just the edge of the canopy. There's a no worry about that. He purchased a complete one. Okay, all right. Well, that's cool. Um, Yeah, but so no John Denver worries because our fuel selector is easily reachable, and I even have a keybind for it. Oh, and looky there, somebody is joining us in looks like the Velocity. It is the Velocity. I have to back away enough for nameplates to show up. It's Ascended Gravity. And is this somebody else here in the foreground near us, or no? That's I guess just like an AI plane. But that's fine. Well, cool. Uh, yeah. Is that not working? Oh, did I not have? Oh, come on, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Or no, it's probably actually Xbox that's not doing. Yeah, bear with me another moment. In the category of things that were working before the stream started, as far as you knew. Uh, and then, of course, it doesn't want to. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to go in here. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Well, it's great. I'm not going to complain. I thought I would do a little pre-flight screenshot since I don't normally do them until um, after. But then when I did it, it didn't. Never mind. Okay, I'm not going to worry. Come back later. Don't worry. I'll think about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Meg. Yeah. Happy to have you here when you can be, and completely understand when you can't. And look forward to seeing you if you make it back later. Um, let's see. Where were we? We were, oh, that's right. It seemed like there was one other thing in the chat that I intended to circle back and address. So I greatly appreciate your patience. Again, exclamation point route if you want to join in the reindeer games. Oh, Stick Figure is here. How did I miss Stick Figure? Hi, welcome on in. I guess I was so blinded by Pezzy's presence that I could barely see Stick Figure beyond him. That's really quite silly, isn't it? But I thought oh yeah, there's the Reddit thing. Oh yeah, CMA. If you have not gone out the door yet, yeah, I'd be happy to learn about the thing you're talking about from Reddit because, oh, that's what. So I knew there was something I had started to say, and then interrupted myself with a digression, and then further digressions within that. I was this morning working on something for the stream. There was a thing that I needed. I was searching the web for some answers to a particular inquiry, and there was one result that looked like it was exactly the information I was looking for. So I clicked on it, and it was part of a Reddit community, and you had to join the community. And I was just like, okay, I really want this information, but I'm not quite there yet. So could well be that it's perfect timing between T. Miller and CMA mentioning Reddit today. That maybe resistance is futile. I got Flow. Well, I guess Reddit is just kind of next. Um, yeah. Okay. So, let's yeah, I guess maybe let's go ahead and hop in the plane. Um, Mount Jefferson out to the west. So which I was looking for that, and I was thinking that maybe it was Mount Hood. Wait, is it Hood? Yeah, I kind of thought that Mount Hood was what I was thinking it was. So we're facing which way? Uh, yeah, we're facing mainly north. So what mountain is to the westish? I see there's another one over there to the northwest. It's the Cascade Range. I'm almost certain of that. Oh, this is a this is a Trinidad AI parked on the ramp here. So, I mean, I would have thought that was Mount Hood, but it might be Mount Jefferson. I don't know. I was looking on a map and I was going to try and figure them out so that I could reference them as we fly around, and I just, it didn't work out for me. Hey, hiya, Riz. Good to see you. Welcome on in. We're uh, we're in Oregon. We're at some little place in Oregon. I don't even remember the name of where we are now. Is it on the? I don't remember if it shows up if you go to the. Oh no, this will just give me a code. Yeah, S33. Well, I don't. But maybe if we are in here and we look at this, and then oh yeah, City County Airport. That's where we are. We're in City County. Um, oh, I thought that would let me. Maybe not. No, that's just a zoom. Is it? Oh, wait, does this one? No, that's altitude, which for some strange reason, this doesn't seem to. Oh, that's heading. Oh, we don't need that. And then these. So uh, this is, I guess, a G3000-ish, I think. I don't, it doesn't seem like it's the standard working title one. Um, I it seems like it's maybe just something that oh, come on. Oh, there. Okay. Um, yeah. Uh, County State. Yes, I know. I think OG19 over here, our first our the first place we're gonna fly over or maybe touch and go or something. I think that's County State. This where we are is City County. I'm completely uh joking, as I assume you are. But yeah. So yeah, there was a little hold up at the beginning of the stream because I wanted to start with the canopy open, and no matter what I tried, it would not animate. Um, and so now I don't know if it's going to. Oh, there it goes. All right. It's just really weird when you're inside and you click on it, nothing appears to happen in the interior view. But if you jump outside, I wonder what if we go to like there. So like what if I hey, there it goes. Huh. Okay. Gamma. So that's fairly cool. Even if you can't see the animation from inside, you know, I'll live. Um, ooh, that's not quite. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I guess the idea for this route came to me because 4,800 miles with unleaded fuel tank. Yeah, it's uh, it's quite a little airplane. I actually did read the manual mainly because I could not land this thing to save my life, and if watching really rough, poor, dangerous approaches and landings is your thing, stay tuned for the next few hours because, whoo, boy, I've I did a lot of pattern work, and by the time I had done all the pattern work I had time for, I had gotten to the point where yeah, every landing is a definite maybe. I moved all the way from absolutely not to definite maybe. I I like, oh, that's weird. Oh, I forgot. I put some how sweet it is. Okay, thanks. Bye. Thank you so much for that resubscription. 8 months. I can't believe I've been doing this for 8 months, but there it is in black and white. Amazing. So great to see you. Where else can you get such a quality entertainment? Oh, okay, thanks. Bye. You know flattery will get you everywhere, and yet you persist. And yet he persisted. Um, yeah, where was I? I think I was just saying something about it does weird things when I move around. Okay. Kathy's Kathy's kiss Kathy's kiss bye. um, so yeah, we're in Oregon. Oh, that's I was starting to say I got the idea for this flight actually last night or yesterday. In a recent Sim Caesar stream, um, he landed at Redmond, Oregon, which looked like a really nice spot. And I wonder if there's any other oh, you know what? Now I remember a little more specificity just added itself to the memory. Uh, I was kind of tracking that flight of his on the Pilot Edge map, and there was an airport kind of on the approach into Redmond that didn't show up in the sim. It only showed up on Pilot Edge. And so then I went and looked at a Google map, and the airport was there on Google Maps. And so I mean, it's definitely an airport. It's got an ICAO code and everything. It just does not exist in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And you can almost make out like which strip of grass must be the grass runway. Um, but I thought, oh, maybe go check that out. And so then I ended up just finding all these tiny little airports around in the Redmond and Bend and Prineville area of Oregon. And so I thought we'd go there. Uh, and it ended up being like a really ridiculous looking map. Let's see if I make this a little bigger. Uh, yeah, there we go. So there's our route for today. It's a little ridiculous looking maybe, but just a bunch of short hops. We might do touch and goes at some of these. It's this little bend in the plan here. That's where the not in the sim airport is. It does look like a football, doesn't it? Actually, I think it looks like uh, Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins singing Chimney, but on a pogo stick instead of wielding a broom. But wait, you don't think who's streaming anymore? I must have missed something there. But so anyway, there's in the route command, if you're flying along, I did put the lat long coordinates in for this little almost a strip. It's just it's somebody's ranch, and they have a landing strip on it. So let me. Oh dear, I almost always regret opening this thing up. Oh my gosh, we've got a new follower. Biggie's Tintin. Hi, welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. Happy to have you here. We're doing a little crisscrossing kind of Central Oregon. What's wrong with me? Wait, what? Did you spawn in on top of Ascended Gravity or something? Oh, Spundot, that's not you, is it? Oh dear. Somebody's in a twin that's in trouble here. What kind of twin is this? I can't quite tell from the angle. Oh, I guess if it's AI, it must just be, is that a Baron? I can't tell, but it's in that lovely Kenmore. Um, Cold Nemo is here. Welcome. Hi. I don't know what happens. The map looks like a profile to you. Okay, I get it. The profile thing. Yep, that makes sense. Um, the Kathy's Kiss guy is no longer streaming. Are you serious? That would be shocking now that you mention it. I haven't seen him in a while. Cold Nebo, it is indeed the Long EZ. Um, the Burt Rutan home-built experimental. And the good news is I can pretty much manage straight and level flight. Oh, last stream was 2 months ago. Huh. That's wow. Okay. Well, it's good to know that. I wonder what's. I hope he's okay. I remember seeing some streams. I was not a regular, but I remember seeing some streams in recent months where I wondered if maybe he was feeling well. So I hope he is. I hope he is well. Um, and Cold Nemo, I just read that as always a pulse, but a real job as a flight instructor. Well, that will certainly cut down on uh, one's time to stream. I I have no job and could barely find the time to put into some anything that passes as creative content on here. But that's good to know. And Hans, Niner 39er, welcome on in. Happy to see you today. I probably should let's see. Well, we've only been going 32 minutes, and I just started with the engine running rather than go through. It's a brand new plane, so I seem to have there seems to be a developing pattern here where I think I just got tired of having 70 airplanes in my Microsoft Flight Simulator hangar and only flying three of them. So kind of been, I think we're on a little crusade here to see if I can. Richard Callahan. Howdy. Good to see you, sir, as well. And yes, indeed, it is the Long Easy. And yeah, so we've recently taken out the Quickie and the Velocity, and we did something else that I've had for a long time and never flown recently. Uh, don't remember now what that one was, but so I think I think maybe over the coming weeks. I mean, I kind of am always going to default to the Mooney just because it's like a comfy pair of. It's like having a comfy pair of slippers and a pipe at the end of the evening. So don't be shocked if the Mooney pops up again from time to time. But let's get these airplanes out and see if I can figure out how to fly them. So I did, like I said, I did a good. I read, I skimmed, I detail skimmed the entire manual. It's only 32 pages, but then I actually detail read the sections where I was having trouble, like approach and landing. The manual says pattern at 75 knots, final approach at 65 knots, touchdown at 55 knots. No. um, loss of uh, loss of control surface effectiveness. It doesn't really seem to stall. I mean, it does nothing. It doesn't. I have not been able to get any behaviors out of it that seem in any way similar to typical stall behavior. You know, where you like that sudden loss of lift and falling off to one side or the other. Uh, None of that. It essentially, like when it stalls, it just basically just like starts dropping like a rock. You know, when once lift gets is insufficient, you just go down, and that's that. And in every configuration I have been able to figure out so far, that happens way above 55 knots, like closer to 80. So I don't know. We're so okay. Thanks. Bye. I laughed out loud when my eye fell on Callahan's parts because Richard changed his name some months ago. It used to be something. It used to be a different a version of Richard that could indeed refer to Callahan's parts, but uh, there's that. So yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of take off and start flying this route and see what happens. Um, like I said, I didn't plan down to the level of where to do touch and goes or where to do a full stop or where to just simply kind of maybe do a low pass. Um, but we'll play it by ear and see what happens and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Um, so there's just for those unfamiliar with the plane, just an orientation. So the entire it's a two-seater but front back configuration. So it's very narrow. Um, this really is the entire panel. I'm used to setting up my custom views for each plane that I fly, and normally there's like three or four different views to be close up enough to be able to read what I need to read. Uh, it usually takes three or four different views to see all the parts of the panel that I need, but this is it. That's the panel. There ain't nothing else. And then on the left side of the cockpit, you got let's see. This oddly enough is your trim. I usually turn tooltips off or tooltip names. Um, but when it's a brand new plane. So speed brake lever. So this is interesting. There's a if we come back out here and oh, oops. Well, actually, that's fine. Uh, there's a there's a thing on the underside here. So so there's first of all, there's your engine inlet, your air inlet for the engine. But then also down here on the underside, you can kind of see the door for the gear there where that's going to retract. But then just aft of that, uh, and just aft of the antenna there is there's a little door that flaps down. Um, this is not for cargo. Uh, this is your I guess it's a belly flap. Like the BAE 146 has the butt flaps. This plane has a belly flap, and that's they recommend deploying this on downwind around the same time that you put the gear out. And the manual says that this is dramatically effective, and you will see an immediate precipitous drop of airspeed. No, that maybe that was modeled when they first released this simulation. Um, does has no effect on airspeed now when I deploy it. Uh, but at any rate, so our speed brake. That's what it's talking about when it says speed brake lever here. And then you just have your throttle and mixture. And then this, oddly enough, is carb heat. So that's what's on the left over there, and then on the right, uh, we got basically just a few light switches. So the panel light does help at night. Why are my strobes on? And we don't need the heater, landing lights. Okay, well that's all the lights, so that should be fine. Um, and then is there anything else to see? Oh yeah, well I was for those who came in earlier, I was showing we got our fuel selector here. Uh, and then there's this cool little plexiglass window through which you can see the landing gear. Um, and we'll do it once we're airborne. The landing gear is actuated by means of this hand crank up here. Fortunately, the sim does allow you to keybind that, which I've done, so we'll be able to see that going as it goes. Hey, our Baron is activated there. Let's go back to this view, and then we come out here because I think I just spot hello? Oh, I pressed my C for the Spundot is here, and she's not in the Stealth 172. She is in the regular 172. Ascended Gravity being very patient over here. Sleazy does it again, and Commander Space Dog. So happy to see both of you here today. And slow it down like Fred Flintstone's car. Well, that's the idea, but again, as I said, that speed brake, as far as I can tell, has no effect whatsoever on aerodynamics at all. Sleazy does it again. What do you think? I just added that yesterday. Then did I? Oh wait, did I not put it on my? I didn't put it on the soundboard. How did that happen? Did I slab? No. Huh. How embarrassing. Well, that doesn't mean it's inaccessible. It just means it's inconvenient. Where's the welcome sounds? There it is. Oh, except we don't get to hear it when I play it that way. Why is that? Oh, because it would have to be like a separate audio source. Well, that's not going to work. Um, would it take me long? It wouldn't take me a second to add it on the board here, though. So if we just, if I do that and copy and paste and then do that, at least as a placeholder. Oh, oops, wrong keyboard. Let me try that again. Okay, up here. And, I can't believe I forgot to do that. And welcome sounds, and assign that one, and then it should be there. Let's see. All righty then. When I first ran out of gas. Yeah, yep. Yeah. I love Microsoft Flight Simulator for so many reasons, and this right here is one of them. So I'll we'll oh my gosh. Sleazy does it again. Thank you so much for subscribing at Tier 1. That is absolutely fabulous, and it gets you a bunch of fabulous emotes you can use anywhere on Twitch. Hope you enjoy those, and feel free to hop in and fly along. I don't know if you've gotten your setup set up yet, but if you have, exclamation point route will give you our little gallivanting crisscross of central rural Oregon today. And what are we at? We're not even 45 minutes into the stream, so I don't feel too bad. But let's get moving before Soundtrack becomes any more worried about the poor people in that barren over there. Although I think it's only the wing and part of the engine that's being dragged through the molten concrete. Um, and yes, indeed, we are doing a giveaway, so be sure to get yourself a ticket. Alrighty then. Let me see if I can arrange myself in relation to the pedals here. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then am I in the right place for yep, that seems to be okay. I'm thinking maybe we will go ahead and taxi. Ooh, are they well, that's a little better. I mean, I'm sure they're getting dizzy, but at least nobody's being dragged through molten uh, asphalt anymore. Awesome. Unconscious from the G forces, probably. So, it's kind of hard to tell from the taxiway lights here. I guess that's an edge line on our left, and this is the center line, but it's kind of weird for center lines to have lights in them, so maybe we will just kind of shoot down the middle here. Um, yeah, so the speeds on this thing, it says when you get to 60 knots, and it's one of those it's the airspeed indicator is like that one we were looking at on SimStream in the Comanche the last couple days, where it's miles per hour on the inside and well, speak of the devil. I think uh, just as I said the words Sim Caesar, because we were looking at the airspeed indicator on the Comanche uh, yesterday and the day before. Um, is this the taxiway that I want? I don't know. Where are we? Uh, oh yeah, it is. We're good. Okay. Um, but as I was saying, you got miles per hour on the inner dial and then knots on the outer dial, and which is fine. I don't know why I need the miles per hour other than the fact that the manual is all in miles per hour. Uh, it just strikes me as really odd, but that is what it is. And so, Sim Caesar, Knots. Well, yeah, that makes me miss Matthew and Mindy because Matthew's wife Mindy, uh, at least used to stream, and her stream title is called Mindy Knits, but we all enjoyed calling it Mindy Knits. So yeah, anybody on final? No, nobody coming from the other way. I think we're just going to take the runway here and see if we can't get oh, Cold Nebo. So soundtrack, could you time Cold Nebo out? I think 5 minutes is probably sufficient. So let's see here. We can get vaguely lined up ish. Lying Baloo in an A339. Probably not with our group. Is our oh, there's ascended gravity. Oh, there's spun dot. Okay, I won't hold up the show anymore then. We'll just get underway here. Ay, ay, ay. So they say smooth application of power. Um, they recommend when you get to about 60 knots to start a ooh, there's not real nose wheel steering in the plane. Oh, dear God. Ah, 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 uh, I, uh, okay, okay, there we go. Jeez, a Lou. Ah, oh my gosh. Look at, look at, so apparently takeoff leads to followage. Um, oh, Operator Pooski, hi. Good to see you. Welcome on in. I could have sworn you were already following. How odd. And then Dan and a bunch of numbers. Hi. Welcome on in. When we get to cruise, I'll parse your name. No, I'm kidding. Um, and yeah, so if anybody has a map and wants to figure out what mountain this is that is like west of Redmond, Oregon, uh, we can look at that. I mean, I'd be delighted to know. I think it's Mount Hood, but I could easily be wrong because there's a lot of mountains in Oregon. No, Dan 8364836. Hi and welcome. Happy to see you. I'm gonna try a little nose down trim here because I want to stay low enough that we can actually see the airports here. I'm gonna pull the power back a little bit. It recommends against cruising at full power, although you can. It'll cruise at 161 knots indicated at full power. And I think you don't get very good mileage that way. But yeah, I mean, I think if we're, this is kind of a sightseeing tour. And this first one is, I think it's just like a little small, like family farm or ranch type strip. I don't think it's right down here, but it must be, at least according to how it looks on the map. Uh, yeah, I think this kind of has to be it. So Simses are, oh yeah, look, is that a, no, I thought that was a windsock, but it's not, it's power lines. Ooh, we got some pretty serious looking power lines. And, oh, and we're right on the edge of a cliff here. So I'm not sure where the runway is supposed to be, but this is what is marked as OG19er, is that right? Yeah, OG19er. Um, so just kind of circle around here and see if we see anything that looks grassy at all. I mean, it looks strip-like. Is that strip-like? Yeah, but it's not really close enough to the buildings to be associated, is it? And now I've even lost sight of the, yeah, there are the buildings. Oh no. Well, allegedly it's a strip. And then there's this lovely cliff here that drops right on down into the gorge of the river. Um, so some really, really pretty scenery in Microsoft here, this part of the world. And here's me. Oh, yeah, Dan. So it looks like soundtrack. Somebody put the soundtrack put the route in there for you. Yeah, so it's kind of up and the plan as well. Lovely. So yeah, Central Oregon, and just basically sort of crisscrossing around to little tiny community strips and ranch strips, and a couple of regional airports will. I hadn't decided if we're doing stop and goes or full stops or just low passes at any of them, but a couple of the larger regionals. There's it's not Pineville, Pireville, Pine Revel. There's Pine something that's east of Redmond, and then we'll go by Redmond as well. Oh! So I forgot. I can't believe I forgot to. How did I let myself get away with not turning on the? Especially because it does. There's a lot. They did a good job with. Where am I going? I don't know how I got turned around that way, but we can correct that. Ha ha ha! As you can hear, it's a creaky little airplane. It's got lots of nice little creaky, crackly sounds from yeah, that they definitely took time. So yeah, like especially like taxiing, when you turn, it groans and creaks and makes all sort of noise like that. Yeah, I think we can just follow the river this way, at least a little bit to get down toward at least heading in the general direction of our. Yeah, good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed too terribly much on chat there. And anything going on out here? Oh, heavens! Why are we turning? Hey, here comes Ascended Gravity and his velocity. And Spundot, are you out here? Oh, there's Spundot. A little higher, a little over that way. Okay. Make sure I'm not killing myself or anybody else while we're doing that. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, there's a dam along here somewhere as well. Make sure I'm not getting too far off the beaten track. But is this where our dam is? Or maybe a darn, of course. Oh yeah, we haven't done the gear. Thanks. Good, good that you pointed that out, because it's kind of fun to watch. So let's get. Let's see. The course is back over this way, and I do want to. Let's have a little more power, because I don't want to get too close to these guys. But I don't want to miss the dam. But I don't think we're landing at this next strip. So yeah. So if we go, let's see. That's right. My gear handle is over on there. So if we go to here, so you can there you can kind of see. Oh, that looks really close. No, we're okay. But we got this little window so we can see it come up while we hand crank the gear up. So I don't know. That just strikes me as being really like pretty cool. Ooh, did we? It looks like we climbed a good bit, and well, I think that little excursion I took to the east there may have robbed us of seeing the dam. There was a oh, what has he said now? Oh, cold Louise Nebo indeed. Oh, but the strip is over here somewhere. If I can spot it, maybe we'll try a low pass. I think that's it, kind of right there, is it? Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, so I think we're a little too high to try a low pass, but we'll do a medium low pass. I think this might be like a little ranch community strip, you know, one of those have your hangar next to your garage sort of dealies. Because it does look like there's sort of multiple dwellings, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's what we got going there. Shall we try it out? Just to let you see what. Yeah, it does look. Well, cold Nebo. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that in and of itself. It's only people with filthy minds who would twist that into something other than the pure as the driven snow thought that you had. So. I mean, as far as hand cranking, that is. Although hand cranking does bring to mind. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, if I were, go ahead and drop the gear. Oh, missed it. And pull the power. But we're like at 110 knots. There's no way to slow down. So even so, there's the speed brake going out. I don't have a quick button to hop us out there and then back in. But when we get below about 80, we definitely lose. This is a go around. I hope it'll still go around at this point. Will it? Yeah. That should be plenty of speed to climb. Yeah, it is, but not much. Not by much. Let's go ahead and put the gear up and kind of head back the way we thought we were heading, which is on toward. That was 5S5. We're heading to OG51 is next. Yeah, what was I in the middle of? Oh, right, hand crank. Hand crank definitely reminded me of it's just, some things are just too hard to resist. Let's see. Ordinarily, it would be pure as the driven snow, but in New England, the snow immediately turns to yes, snert. Oh, snert. Yes, yes, indeed. I lived in Boston for 3 years. I'm well familiar with snert. Okay, I'm at full power. That's why I'm climbing no matter what I try. But I think our course is back over here this way. It'll be a lovely view of this gorge, I think. Whoopsie, sorry. Oy. Kind of looks like it could be a strip, doesn't it? Come on. Okay, never mind. Oh, let's see. What was I saying? Nerd. Yes, nerd. Very good. Alrighty then. I think we got a good ways to go for OG 51. And let's kind of try for some trim here to. Could always. Let's see if the autopilot tries to kill us if we turn it on. There it is. Okay, is that gonna 3,800 is about where we are. Yep. And it looks like it's gonna put us on course. Okay. That's cool. Mainly because I wanted to just come in here and see if we could see. Let's see. So we got. Oh, okay. Yeah. So about 13 miles to our next stop there. Yeah. OG 51 coming up next. And how come? Why is it showing me one? Oh, I see. So both of y'all are on there. I'm assuming ascended N.Eur and spun dot hanging back a bit. But that's yeah. Why don't we go out there and see what's up with that? Oh no, it's Lemon Dog who's closer. Or spun dot, I should say. Oh no, ascended gravity is closer. It's a fine-looking aircraft, that Velocity. It's not going to let me see the 172 from there. Yes, indeed. Right, about... funny-looking little plane, huh? Wrong key sequence. What can I tell you? Oh, well. One more time. Cool. Oh. Are we about to fly into some mountains? Looks like we might need a little more altitude. How far we got before we get to, yeah, still with, only 8 miles now. Oh, those are further away than 8 miles. So, um, yeah, so what's the deal on OG 51 here? That's the one thing that I would love to get on the, can I go here, can I go here and here? And then, no, because it doesn't let me scroll. That's, oh wait, oh, I have to go to en route and then, no. Well, ooey. It's not very user friendly, this faux Bo G3000. Oh well. It would be lovely to get some airport information before we're actually. Yeah, that's one of the default liveries that comes with that Velocity. And yeah, I love flying that plane, and that's the livery I fly it. I fly in it in. That's the livery I fly in it in which I. It's the livery in which I fly in it in. Um, yeah, the red and gray. It's gorgeous. I love it. Oh my gosh! Oh, Princess Ashulu, welcome. I didn't even see you slip in. Haven't seen you in quite a while. It's a treat. Hi, how have you been? We're doing some not controlled flying, just kind of gallivanting around rural Central Oregon. New city, new job. Well, I hope that both of those are going well. Let's take the autopilot away here, because I don't want to. It's about to start a turn, and I want to go check out this field and see what it's like. Still, oh, so you're on hiatus from VATSIM? Okay. Well, that's with two major life changes going on. That seems entirely understandable. Yes. So I hope both of those are going well for you. For to which I fly. I see. Yes, that's the livery for to which in which I fly. Wait, for to which in which? Yeah, for to which in which. Okay. So I'm just gonna hung a little bit of a left there to see if we can spot this field before we're on top of it. And of course, I don't see anything even remotely airport-like looking. I see nothing airport-like looking in which to fly to which. And man, the right side of the hat switch on my Alpha is not a happy camper. Well, let's try going over this way a bit. A little more power. I did check out this route yesterday, and I thought I remembered seeing a strip around here. But and now I don't remember where it was or if it was. Wait, is that it over there? That's not where the map is saying it should be, but that does kind of look strip-like, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Alrighty then. Huh. This kind of seems out in the middle of nowhere-ish, doesn't it? Ah. Should we take another look at it? I'm kind of in the mood. I don't know why. Maybe not quite that steep. It does not hesitate to complain. Those little creaks and groans. It's a relatively largish building, or what's clearly a private strip. I don't know. Maybe are they growing some crop of something white over here? I don't know. We've got the power lines and solar farms mod. So if that is a solar farm, it ought to be looking more like a solar farm than that. I don't know. Whoops! Hey, that was exciting. uh, you climb up enough to get over these hills here, and then head on toward what's next. S39er is next. I guess we'll find out what that is. How far away is S39er? 11 miles. Huh. Like it's on a sort of a ridge, like it crests in the middle. I wonder what like. Oh, was it like high in the middle and low on the ends like Ohio, or uh, I did not notice that, but I wasn't looking for that kind of feature, I guess. Some very interesting terrain here. Yeah, the manual talks in several places talks about how clean this aircraft is, and that even like when transitioning from cruise to descent, they point out that you they it said something that was almost to the effect of, when you're at cruise, you can just pull the power and you'll start descending a little, but not much and not quickly. And I don't know that I have found that to be the case. I did it, but then specifically it says, how I think like the rule of thumb for planning a descent, if you don't have any, if you just need to do it, you know, quick and dirty and seat of the pants, is 3 miles per 1,000 feet that you want to descend. Do I have that right? I think that's the number I remember. 3 miles for each 1,000 feet that you want to descend. And the manual for this thing recommends that you give it 6 miles per 1,000 feet that you want to descend. So yeah, it's the rule of sixes in this, and I don't know. I did do some experimenting to really kind of try and get a feel for this thing, and I don't know if I experienced that particularly either. Okay, so what did I just say is next? Yeah, S39er, is that right? Let's see. About a little less power and a little more nose down. Yeah, S39er is next. Huh. Feet to descend equals 9. Well, wait. I need to descend 3,000 feet. Well, okay. Is that different from the math I was doing? I was saying that if I needed to descend 3,000 feet and it's 3 miles per 1,000, then 3 miles times 1,000. 3 miles times 3 of those thousands would indeed be hang on, where is this airport? Yeah, Oh, why am I turning the wrong way? Um, oh dear. Uh, yeah, I think we're ending up at the same total, even if our formulae look different on paper. Huh. Ah. So, yet again, this is looking like probably somebody's little backyard airport. Guessing. Ooh, what's that over there? Oopsie. This isn't there's one of these strips that's on our route that is it's like that kind of ranchish one, but that had like 5 or 6 houses with hangars. There's another one that's like a community like that, but I have failed to find this airport. Um, but it's actually like I think it's either it's not Pineville, it's whatever that town is with a name that looks like Pineville. I think that's the one. Um, oh, sorry, Lemon Dog. Is it? Oh, is it over there? Oh, I see a beacon. Hello, beacon. Oh, yeah, this looks like quite a, oh, yeah. So we definitely have like a little municipal airport vibe going on here. Should we, try setting up for a downwind and maybe be about, maybe a touch and go or something? I don't know. So that's like 34, so it's probably around 3,300 or so maybe for the elevation. Um, what was I? Oh, right. So one of these next stops, it's like right in a little town, and it's just like one of the streets in the town has been closed off at each end, and runway markings replacing the road linings on the street. At least that's how it's showing up in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But we will see that in a bit here. Oh boy. For lining up in the pattern, I'm not nearly not nearly 1,000 feet above, but for lining up in the pattern, the tips of both the canard in front and the main wing in the back, lining those up with the runway seems to work pretty well. Well, let's get back on our pedals here, and that's about 1,000. So that's pretty good. We're beyond the end of the runway. I kind of want to head out in this direction a little bit before turning back in, because it seems like having a nice long final. I don't know. It's still just, to me, there's nothing so far, nothing that I have intuited about pitch and power adjustments on final for this aircraft. None of that has panned out. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I'm getting mighty high. That can't be good. Also be good not to crash. Okay. Let's see. Was it over there somewhere? Oh, somehow I overshot. Don't know how. But so there we go. Is the gear? Oh, the gear's not down. That would help. And you're not supposed to deploy the speed brake until you're below 90. I don't know how that's going to happen. We'll see. Yeah. Maybe we'll deploy it if we get to 100. Not losing any. So this is power. This is power idle, uh, and we're picking up speed as we. Well, I guess it's like that thing they say about there's the speed brake, and maybe that had a little effect, but there is clearly not enough runway here for. Well, is there? Maybe, I don't know. If we the other thing it says is to uh not flare too high. No, I'm out of. Nope, no more elevator authority. Okay, well, around we go. Speed brake off, full power. Sweet Mary, let me get 80 knots. Thank you. That ought to work. Oof. That was exciting. Oh, indeed. Oh, yeah. Let's. Well, I guess I should have tapped the brakes before I know. There's no brake on the front. So, um, let's see. We are going the opposite direction from our course. So let's head on back around that way. Huh. Glad I get to see traffic on the that little guy there. Hi, Spundot. Alrighty then. Oopsie. Oh, there's another airport right in front of us. What is that? It can't be, so that's weird. We are heading right for what's clearly a rabbit on the end of a runway. Can that be, oh yeah, of course it is. That's, oh, that's Redmond that's dead ahead. So that means that this, the little custom waypoint we put in is going to be off this way. Let's take out a little power and get a little bit lower, because it's fairly hard to spot. I do kind of want to spot it, since it's this. So this is the little field that inspired this entire flight, because it appeared on charts, but not in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I do want to head that way. And oh yeah, there's so good. At least it depicted my custom point. That's nice. Ah. Looks like a huge semicircle for that kind of circular irrigation equipment that they use. I'm only used to seeing those in circles. I don't think I've seen a semicircle before. Let's see. Yeah, I remember seeing this pond. It's just a collection of like 5 or 6 little buildings, and then one of which kind of sits out away from the rest that are kind of grouped together. And then just beyond that little kind of singular looking separate building. Oh yeah, it's near this gulch. I remember this gulch being part of the terrain. Um, just beyond that little building that's kind of off by itself, there's what looks like it might be a line in the grass that's a little darker than the rest of the grass around it. And so I'm guessing that's what's got to be the strip. If anybody's right behind me, I'm going to pause once we get overhead this thing. Which, if I put the lat long in correctly, should be right around here. I thought it was, like I said, kind of right on the edge of a gulch. There's a little highway that runs right by it too. Oh, here it is. This it? Wait, no. Well, now that's interesting because this. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Because I think this right. Oh, yep, there they are. This is the group of buildings I was talking about. Right over here. Yep, that little bend in the road. And then there's this other little guy out here. And then I think that this has got to be the airport. I mean the strip. I mean it's not long, but wait, is there more? Is this more strippy over on this? And maybe maybe this is yeah. Okay, so yes, this is the line that I guess I was thinking might be the strip. I don't know. Is that a strip or a road? I think that's a road. So maybe it's this. That would seem to make sense. I think we have found our strip. Oh, is that even a no, I guess not. For a moment I thought maybe I saw something looking a little like a runway number. But that would be crazy. Okay, well, so that's our and of course I didn't write down the name. Oh, but did I? I might have did I still leave it up in maps? Oh, nope, I didn't leave it up in maps either. Oh well. It's it's that private strip in Oregon. That's just east of Redmond. Alrighty. Well, enough of that. Let's get this drone back to the plane. Take the plane out of pause. Woohoo! I don't think we need to be climbing like that. Oh wait, no! Oh shit! Wee doggies! I I thought I had switched from the drone camera back to the external camera, but I had not, and was still in the drone camera, in which the controls are inoperative unless you press the C key. I'm breathing. I am breathing. Ah, Clamato. Hey, Wormhole. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Yes. Clamato of drinks. You know what I've not... Ooh. I just spotted, I'm pretty sure, that looks to me like the tower at Redmond. It is the tower at Redmond. Alrighty. Well, let's climb a little, because we are well below pattern altitude. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're only at like 3,300. I forget what the elevation at Redmond is, but it's not much lower than where we are right now. So, oh, yep, I see the rabbit right there coming up on our right, and gear is up. I'm thinking maybe we'll, Redmond is the longest runway in the neighborhood, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gear, and let's see about, I'm even just for fun gonna start the flight recorder, and we'll see if we can't do something. Whoops. Oh, this right hat switch is going to be the death of me. Okay, fine. No, it won't do it there either. Fine, we'll just turn. If I need to look right, it'll just turn right. Oh, and we overshot it by a mile. That's a pity. Okay, so let's take out some power. Uh, let's take out all the power. And there we're at 100. We will drop our speed brake. And we are high and not so fast. That's interesting. You know what? Suddenly that speed brake seems to be working. Okay. Well, I'm definitely keeping it above 90, even though the manual says 65 on final. But 65 is a recipe for falling right out of the sky. Or so has been my experience. Okay. That's a little bit better lined up. But, oh gosh. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm going to sneak a little bit of power back in. Okay, gears down. Speed brake is out for now. Okay. Still 1,000 a minute down. That's okay. There's our descent arresting a little bit. Let's try reapplying the speed brake about here. And really gradually ease the power out, maybe 80. And don't flare too soon, but flare. Oof. Oof. Oh. Well, that, sad to say, it's one of my better landings so far in this long easy. Ay, ay, ay. Is this an exit coming up? This is looking like an exit. Yes, it is. Good. Put on over here and just taxi back, I guess. Ah. All righty then. Well, well, well. Yeah, Cold Nebo. It's got those. It's there. It's the same. The rudder design is the same as on the Velocity, where you know, they're on the winglets, and when you do right rudder, when you do when you press the right rudder pedal, only the right winglet flappy thing flaps to the right. The left one stays where it is or was, and when you do the left rudder, only the left one. Uh, so there's that kind of interesting. Uh, oh, soundtrack. That's fine. I mean, I wasn't even. There was no plan. I mean, you know, I mean, it wasn't until I kind of turned base that I even decided to try a full stop landing. So Honda begs to differ. Very cynical about society these days. Oh dear. Uh oh, let's see. Okay, let me get repositioned on these pedals where I can have a little bit of control of this taxi. Probably just you know what, let's just come over here off to the side a bit and stop partly in the grass. There's no parking brake. Hee hee. So lots of things about the real plane are not modeled in the sim. For example, when you park, uh, you actually, like, you come to the stop, and when you're ready for what would be the parking brake, you just hand crank the gear down and lower the nose onto the ground, and that's your parking brake. And I think not an articulated nose, articulated. Well, I believe on the real aircraft, the nose wheel is castering. So I don't know articulated. Um, I mean, to me, castering is articulated, but it's not stirrup. There is no nose wheel steering, but the dev to make the aircraft taxiable in the sim faked nose wheel steering. So yeah, it's the steering is ground handling in terms of steering is super twitchy, and I'm not It's on my list of things I'm not crazy about with regard to this airplane. But I missed a bunch of stuff during the taxi there. Let me get so huh. I see. Oh, hey, iDoc Joe. Oh, iDoc Joe. Have you had your eyes examined? That's good to see. It's my eyes are happy to see you, iDoc Joe. Happy to have you here. Uh, Clamato combination. Yeah, wormhole extreme. I started to say there was something that I have not had in months and months and months, and used to really like a lot. Uh, and it's horrible. It's the kind of thing that one. It's the kind of story one really would be better off not telling about oneself. But Budweiser, the joke of beers, makes a thing I really like a lot. It's just plain old Bud, but they've added the Mexican thing, chelada, which is typically like either I think it's typically just tomato juice added to beer. That's the basic qualification for chelada. Um, but Budweiser, they do it with clamato juice and picante sauce. So it's the flavor is that of a Bloody Mary, and I love the flavor of it. But it's only a beer, so like if you know, I would get I would be trashed by the end of two Bloody Marys, but I can drink two or three of those Chelada Clamato Picantes. Anyway, I may have to treat myself to a few of those tonight. But imagine if we replaced every SUV with one of these. The roads would be safer in the skies. Ah, yes. Okay. Very great. Uh, Jetson. Okay. I did get behind on a bunch of stuff. Uh, let's see. Uh, okay. Yeah, wormhole extreme. I was actually proud of myself. I managed to feed myself a nutritious meal before streaming today, which doesn't happen every Tuesday and Thursday. But I baked some. My nearby grocer was having a ridiculously low sale price on chicken drumsticks, so I filled the freezer with them. So I had pulled out some drumsticks to thaw, and I just baked them with a jar. They were also having a sale on a particular brand of like sauces um, that was a ridiculously low price. So I got some. It's General Tso chicken sauce. So anyway, I just kind of drizzled that over the drumsticks and threw it in the oven for a little over an hour, and man, it's absolutely delicious. Um, is it friction between the ground and the wheel, or is it air on the surface? Is it so Cold Nebo? Um, yeah, there's a really weird passage in the manual where it says the absolute opposite of that. It says that at low speed they're more effective, and at high speed they produce less force. And so I don't know what that's about either. Um, I can send you a copy of the PDF of the manual if you're interested in uh, checking that out. Let's see. Uh, rum chata. No, chelada. Okay. What is there something called rum chata? I'm sorry I got so far behind it that I'm being so slow to yeah, Sim Caesar, exactly. Absolutely. Um, what else, how how would any other thought arise when tasting tomato juice? It's like, yeah, fish, that's what's missing. Um, Voldemort or immortality, uh I believe so. Cadabra, very good. Fish juice. Why does why does why does fish juice remind me of yes indeed. So there's that. let's take a look at the at that. Let's see if I can whip this landing replay tool into shape. I think if I hit stop, and then I think I can back up. Let's see. Oh yeah, so there's some taxiing going on. Now let's see if we do pause. No, wait, play. Pause. There we go. So, ooh, it's very, very loud, that touchdown. Oh gosh, is that? Did we bounce? Okay, here, let's go outside and see what we can find. Okay. Then over here, over air. Okay, that looks like where we actually were for that. So I'm gonna back up a little more here, and then go. I think I gotta go here, and then do that, and then do that, and I think that will let me go like that. Yes, apparently it will. That looks like a very shallow angle, but we shall see. Okay, so then like that. Hey. Hi, Mark. Welcome on in. Just looking at a landing replay here in the long easy, which is not very long and anything but easy. Well, could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. Wait, did you stop? Wait, stop. What's that? Oh, wait, play. Oh, pause? Doing something wrong here. Let's. Oops. Let's try going over. Oh, I see what I've done. Let's turn that part off. Maybe something a little more like that. I don't know. We'll see. So, oh, I think I've done that right. We'll see. We're about to find out. Oh, yeah, looks like I did. Okay. Well, that's not going to be good, but oh my goodness. Okay. Planet Neutral and Tabletop Android. Welcome to both of you. Happy to have you here. Oh no, and I didn't mean to. Oh, I stopped that when what I could have done was this. Oh, let's reset this. There we go. That's looking a little better. Oh, and here's everybody else. Huh. That's got us where we want to be. So now let's try stop. Okay, that should be fine. So, uh, Ascended Gravity, Spundot, thank you for your indulgence. And thank you for flying along. Oh, why do I have to keep hitting the wrong button? There we go. Ooh, Ascended Gravity, why are you kind of up in the air? That's interesting. Oh, there we go. Back over here, and they're there. That's really interesting. For ever since I switched to the current screenshot tool that I'm using, I've been very unhappy with the fact that every time I press the button, it slips this little pink ribbon onto the screen saying, "We took your screenshot," that I don't care about. And now it's stopped doing it. And so now I'm upset that it's not doing it. Oh, wait, what's in the name? What's in the name? Oh, wait, long user. Use of one-way rudders in each winglet makes use of the winglet camber to tailor the rudder forces. This results in low forces at low speeds where the rudders are used, and higher forces at higher speeds where the rudders are not needed. Yeah, I don't understand that sentence at all. But okay. And it seems backwards to me, but there it is. So we've got a few more stops along this route. So we should let's maybe get back in the air and try those out. So we did our custom waypoint, and now we're at Redmond. So we're going to go over here and check out 30R Bravo, no 30R 8, 3 Oregon 8, and then from there down to Bend, which is OR 29. I think this is it OR 29. Oh, right. So OR 29, which I'm not seeing on our route here, is one of these down here. I think it's this second one, is that little community I was talking about. It's like a little flying club community, but it's right in town, which seems really strange. So at any rate, let's see. Okay. Right. So back here we go. And let's just get the heck out of here. I don't see anybody on final. And we don't have a parking brake. So let's just get on out here on this runway and get this back in the air. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have custom scenery for Redmond. Well, that would explain it. Huh. And I guess this would be the point too. Oh, a bunch of folks came in, and I failed to mention. Exclamation point ticket into the chat for a chance to win a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. Or if you win the drawing and you're already subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, I will happily give you a sub to any channel on Twitch, provided that it's a channel that actually offers subscriptions. So yeah, I just like the slightest touch that I can put on the pedals just yanks it to one side or the other. So there's above 60. They recommend a little back pressure, and then 75 should take us flying, and it does. Lovely. Very nice. Okay. Which way are we going? We're going over this way. Back, as long as we're going this way. Let's buzz the tower. Woohoo! Oh, very nice. Hello, tower. Goodbye, tower. Yeah. Pretty mountains in the background here. Huh. Oh, good. Planet Neutral's in the giveaway. That's good news. How many people are in the giveaway at this point? I have made the screen too small to be able to tell. Whoopsie. 9. 9 people have entered the giveaway. If you would like a 1 in 10 shot at a free subscription on Twitch, then type exclamation point ticket to get yourself a no, yes, Cold Nebo, not 9. Yes. I can't even remember yes in German. It's not da. Da is Russian. Is it ja? I don't think it's kya. It might be ja. Ja. 9, it's not 9. Ist nach kya. Soundtrack, do we really need to bring up odor? That seems really personal. Ah, who is this? Let's see. Is this 3OR8? It's looking strip-like. Let's take the power out a little bit and see what we got going on here. That's looking very strippy, isn't it? Oh, come on. Definitely a strip. Okay. Well, we are not gonna. We'll make this a low pass. Because I never even got the gear up. In fact, you know what? Let's get the gear up. And let's pull the power. Now, this is not the community one that I was talking about. This looks like some kind of little cottage industry strip of some sort. Are these 50-foot trees? I don't know. Let's find out. Whee! And we'll just head on down here toward OR29er, I guess, is next. Oh, look, there's a hill. Oh, good. We don't need to go over it. We can go around it. Lovely. B500, that sounds good. Okay. Cute little neighborhood there. Oh, is this a golfing community? Come on. It is a little golfing community. That's sweet. Out here in the middle of nowhere in Oregon. Who knew? Oh, somebody forgot to retract his speed brake. Oopsie! Might have prolonged that takeoff roll a little bit. Okay. Ah. Get this trimmed a little bit better for right and level, maybe. Please. Something around 4,000-ish. I don't know. Oh, soundtrack. Oh. Don't get me started. Ugh. Interesting looking structure coming up here. I wonder what that is. Too short to be chicken houses. Some sort of barn of some sort. Storage of some sort. Huh. You know, I did not spot a single bridge on this entire route. It's unlike me not to find a bridge. Maybe there's one. Maybe there's one near our destination, and we can kind of. So I mean, we're getting close to the end of this route, and we're only about 2 hours in, so we could add a nice bridge flight somewhere. Cold Nebo, was it you talking about? Yeah, somebody was, I think it was you. Somebody was saying that the, maybe it wasn't you, that the Comanche will not go under a bridge. That seems so strange. I wonder if whoever it was that was saying that had tested it out a little more. Okay, well, I see the runway lights, and this... Oh, so this is Bend. We are coming up on Bend. Should we try a touch and go just to play around a little more with approach speeds and that sort of thing? So let's see. What are we... I mean, why am I at full power? That's odd. We're way too fast to drop the gear, so let's try pulling the power and nosing up to see if we can slow down. I think I interrupted myself one or two approaches ago when I intended to say something about what they say about the DC-6, that you can go down or slow down, but not both. Okay, so that's got us slow enough to drop the gear. That ought to give us some drag. We'll put a little power back in, so we don't want to just fall out of the sky. That's taking some more back pressure, so let's trim. And we're below 100, so we'll get the speed brake in. Let's see what we can do here. I am loath to drop below 90, lest I drop out of the sky. But let's see what we got. So there's, yeah, 300 or 400 feet a minute down, maybe. 90 and 500. It's looking reasonable. So it really is all so this is keeping the speed brake in all the way down like they recommend. We're definitely getting into falling out of the sky territory. Okay, so runway made, power out, and flare, still too high. Ouch. Oh. All right. Oh. Full power speed brake. Oh, out. Oh. Heavens to Betsy. And there's 80 knots. Let's rotate. And get the gear up. Okay. Well, that was rough. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's just do a climbing turn on departure here, and literally unplayable. Yes, so that was not you, and that is, yes, they did say that flying under a bridge broke their prop. If I had, I'll just scrape around under the sofa cushions and see if I can come up with $50. It might be worth the 50 just to test this flying under bridges breaks your prop thesis. I'm dubious at best. I just find that very unlikely. But I don't know. Okay. Well, so if that was... Wait, but if that was Bend, then what's this? Huh. Closer look here. OR29. Oh! So that was 3OR8. This is OR29 that we're coming up on. Oh. So, wait, is... Oh, I see. The route is not entered in the order that I thought it was. Okay, that makes sense. So that was Bend. And then this one that we're coming up on is that community I was talking about, and I've climbed ridiculously because this thing does. And then I've had a lot of trouble spotting this thing from the air, so... Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, it's right over here in whatever this little town is. I think this must be like a bedroom community outside of Bend. If this is the strip that I'm remembering. Which is not necessarily the case. Descended gravity high. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh dear God, what have I done? Hang on. Whoa. Oh. Oh no. Okay. This is not looking like the one that I thought it was. So did we miss that somehow? Oh yeah, because this is our strip right here. Well, I wondered what happened to that one. Oh, but this is... Oh, yeah. Oh, aren't you know? I don't know. I do not know what that was about. Let's just put the power back in and try turning around that one again. I don't know. Well, we could just do, or we could just do turns around a point. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Just get a slightly closer look while as we're going by here. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, lovely little riverlet here. Oh, and there's some hills. Okay. Hills with power lines on top of them. That looks like an interesting challenge. Huh. Good thing we got plenty of speed, huh? Oh, it's not power lines, it's radio antennas. Lovely. For cell towers, I guess. Very nice. Okay, where are we going now? Oh, okay. This way. Hey, Ian Fisher. Good to see you. Welcome on in. We're tootling around rural central Oregon in the Long EZ. And so far having some degree of fun. It's been fun for me anyway. Well, it is, you know, I mean, Cold Evo, it does have enough power, and it seems highly maneuverable. Hey, CMA is back. Not found a single sound that suits me. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. I would love to discuss both that and Reddit. Have you tell me about that Reddit thing sometime? Shoot me. Have you joined my Discord? Or if you don't do Discord, just shoot me a whisper in Twitch, and we'll figure out some way to. I have gone the wrong way. Yeah, we'll hook up and we'll chat about Reddit, etc. That would be great. And I hope your afternoon, evening, night, or morning, as the case may be, is going well. Oh dear. Oh, Belgium, lovely. I would love to see Belgium someday. Ireland is at the top of my list because it's where my ancestors are from. And then there's just a long list of places after that, and Belgium is definitely one of them. Oh, and I've overcorrected and gone the wrong way that way. And I've climbed almost 5,000. This flight is completely out of control. I don't know what's going on. You fly in Belgium, do you? Um, Private pilot? I've heard it's wicked expensive in Europe. I mean it's wicked expensive here. I've heard it's even more expensive over there. But I don't, you know, just seems like a general expensiveness thing. I'm gonna put the auto see if the autopilot will grab a height and put us back on. Oh no, it's not. So let's do that. And over there, maybe. Okay, well, it's going to turn us back to the course. That's nice. Altitude. Maybe we want to go up a little more. Those hills ahead look a little bit daunting. How far do we have to go to our... Wait, 1.8 miles. Hang on. Oh, no, that's icy. That's no... Pay no attention to... Pay no attention to the distance to the next waypoint. Oh, cool. Lots of airfield. Oh, you're 14, so you don't fly yet. Skydive. Oh, very cool. Wow. Very good. Are there any... there was a request for a bridge fly under before you came back. And I wonder if... oh, you know, I think that probably is the field right in front of us there. Are we now at... Yep, 4 miles. Okay. Oh my gosh, that means we got to get the flight recorder recording again. I hope. Let's see. Nope, I'm going to restart it because I don't trust it. There we go. Oh dear Lord. We're high and fast. There's power out. Gear down. Oh wait, we didn't get to, you know, let's actually... oh, we're lined up reasonably well. Oh, come on. There we go. Gear down. I love that so much. Okay. Let's see what we need to do now. Oh, what we need to do now is not stall. So a little nose down, a little over this way. And I have absolutely no idea what the field elevation is here, so we're just going to do it by sight. And the sight looks really high. Oh, autopilot is not away. Oh, heavens. Yeah, that's another thing I'm not crazy about in this airplane is the so you have the autopilot on and you've got altitude hold on. You can adjust the power, and adjusting the power will, you know, it maintains pitch. So like if you add power, it'll climb, and reduce power, and it'll descend. But it's obviously having to adjust the trim in the course of doing that, and they did not model that trim lever moving when it adjusts the trim. So this is we're too fast, but we got a nice long runway. I just have to not flare too early, which I've been doing. Oh, but no, or over flare, or good Lord. Oh, well, that's how these things go sometimes, huh? And I'm not sure if we have, is there? Oh, there is still taxiway over there, so we should be able to. There should be one more exit to get over there, I think. We shall see. Not till the very end, I suppose. That's great. Oh, speaking of the very end, Here it is. Hey. Yep, I love all the creaky, groany, turning on the ground kind of sounds. Oh, let's stop here and see if we can catch our friends' landings. Uh, Here comes Spundot. Or is who's first? Is it Spundot or Ascended Gravity? Oh, Ascended Gravity, are you going around? No, I can't tell. Okay. And not knowing what our field elevation is, I have no idea where either of you is in relation to it. Oh, it looks. Oh, there's Ascended Gravity. I'm sure it's going to model your landing. You're popping in at any moment now. NPH, yes, Neil Patrick Harris. All right, nicely done, Ascended Gravity. Now let's see how Spundot does. Unless you want us to look away, Spundot, just say the word. Oh my goodness. Astro Singularity. Thank you so much. Resubscribing for 6 months. That's awesome. I guess we have stealth dot today. Oops. Well, your dot landed beautifully. What a disappointment that it's not going to let me see you. Are you going to get off at Alpha here? Oh, wait, no, we got too close. Lost the dot. We lost the dot in Spundot. All right, well, hopefully you reappear in time for a screenshot for the family album. Okay, shall I hop back in and taxi us to the... Let's all taxi to the ramp. Astro Singularity, it's so good to see you. Welcome on in. And, let's, huh. Amy, Art, Astro, that's... I wonder if I wonder, Astro Singularity, if the, follower, not follower, the resub alert, I wonder if that, masked your, welcome sound, because I didn't hear your welcome sound. Soundtrack, did you hear Astro Singularity's welcome sound? If I did, it didn't register. Well, we're fairly quiet in the plane here, so we'll just, Oh, was it the first time you heard it? Oh, I thought you had been here once before since I added that one. Oh, good. Oh, well, I'm thrilled that you like it. Okay, I'm gonna find a place to park where our family album screenshot does not include that Blairio and that whatever that silly copter thing is. Are there some other normalish looking planes down here that we can park near? Those all look relatively normalish. Maybe just over here somewhere. Let's see. Like somewhere over in here, I think. Oh. Alrighty. Two canard pushers in place. And Spundot, are you nearby? Are you on your way? Oh, there comes Stealth Dot. Oh no. Spundot, why is it not letting us see you? I would feel better about it if there were, because like there was the last time it did this, there came like a later point where it did, you can see her, but I can't. That's fascinating too. Okay. I wonder if there's anything in my settings. I'll check that out. I'll get, oops, down into some sort of position here. Something like that. Oh, CMA. Great. Okay. Gotta go. Oh, I was going to ask you. Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, DM me on Discord, and we'll chat about those things that we mentioned before. Before you go, are there any bridges in Belgium that are cool to fly under? If so, just type it in the chat. If not, we'll find a bridge somewhere. But it just occurred to me, since we're looking for a bridge, there's probably some cool ones in Belgium. But okay. So let me. Is anything in my settings that could? Let's see. There are options. It wouldn't be controls, or where is traffic's not under? No, 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 no. I don't think any of those. But in here under traffic, um, so I have, yeah, this is off because because this only affects AI. And then nameplates on, vehicle density, this density. Okay, so then there's, yeah, this down here. AI and multiplayer detail. So use generic. Oh, right. So I bet it's this one. Multiplayer. Use generic. Yeah, so let's change this one just to see what effect it has. I think maybe it makes Spundot appear and then puts ascended gravity in. It might take it a minute for that to take effect. I don't know. So I thought that would probably put ascended gravity in some model that, um, do some model matching for him. But I don't, but it didn't seem to do that. Uh, what if I don't know, change servers? Oh no. Oh yeah. So what if I change servers and come back? Updates available. Oh dear Lord. That's how many? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, the nine most frightening words uh, in the universe. So if we do that, and then come back out. Okay, well that did what I thought it would. And then if we come back in here and here, go back to here and there, and then that. Is it gonna pop? Well, it better pop people back in, or I'm gonna be unhappy. Oh, oh man! Oh, ooh, oh, Okay, well, partly. So this is what I expected it would do, and then it gave us Spundot for a moment. Mesobo. Oh. Okay, I'm going back. Back here. And there's traffic, and put multiplayer Aw. The generic models for multiplayer off. Show people who don't listen. Driver radio. That's okay. Right. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. Then probably gonna do nothing until I make it load in again, huh? Isn't this is quality content right here, everybody? This is must see TV right here. Whoo-wee. Oh, that's right. Okay, so that's that. I'll go back here and Europe. That zoom. And let's see what happens this time, if anything. It took it a while before, didn't it? So, oh, there's nameplates and something. Okay, well, there's ascended gravity. Well, if I'm not, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, oh no! Is there a proximity thing? Because that was interesting that, or ascended gravity. Did you do anything on your end that had you? Oh, spun dot. Yeah, that would be great if you don't mind trying that. Ascended gravity. Did you like go to the menu or anything? Oh, you paused for a sec. Okay, so that had nothing to do with proximity. But I think. Oh, so okay. That was probably Lemon Dog disconnecting right there. Hey, look at that. So that's one. You're okay. Yep, it got that. But then let's see if we can do one that's a little more not worrying about the tower. Oh, that car. There we go. That's lovely. Alrighty. Those are saved. So let's see just how uh wait, now she's stealth dot for you. That's hilarious. What is so bull? Uh, uh, okay. Um this needs to be back over here somewhere, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. That's good. Okay. All right. So spun dot, ascended gravity for flying along. I just have to say, okay. Play recorder. Let's see. Play recorder. Stop, play, and pause. Okay. Huh. Oopsie. Well, okay, let's get you back over here where you're a little more useful. Oh, that's already on the taxiway. Oh my gosh, it's Adam the Duke. Oh wait, is it Adam the Duke or Chris of Duke? No, that's Adam the Duke. I'll look in a second. I'm sure it's Adam the Duke. It's Adam the Duke. Hey, welcome on in. Good to see you. We just finished up a flight in rural Oregon, went kind of crisscrossing around the middle of the state, checking out lots of little fields. just about to look at the landing replay, and then I think maybe we're gonna go find. Are we gonna go find a bridge to fly under? Oh no, it's already 5:30. No, I think we'll do a bridge. We'll do bridges next week. We haven't done bridges in a while. Doing good, Adam. How are you? So let's see here. Let's yeah, sun's a little more to that side. So let's something around in there maybe ish. And where did I move? Oh, I moved this to make it easier, but it's not. So then we'll go here. Oh dear. Well. Okay. So let's try from there. I think I gotta click over here and then tap that, and then I think we can go like that. Yes. Alrighty. Looks really high, but I think it's not. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. We were definitely, I mean, right on, was it right on 80 on the way down? God, so painfully fast. And then, yep, flared too early. Okay, well, that was actually, I'm not going to complain about that. Let's pause that. What happens if we go kind of over here-ish? And I rarely, for some reason, rarely look at these from here, but let's. Come on. I don't see the speed break down. Oh, did I have, maybe I just, now I don't even remember what sequence I did on this one. Maybe I didn't apply the speed brake until we were a little lower. Just don't remember. So yeah, Adam, so we're in the Rutan Long Easy, and oh, I've missed stuff in the oh good, you did get, so Center of Gravity, you did get spun dot back. That's good. This just looks really, really, really fast. And then there's the flare too high and float. Yeah, okay, alrighty. So, just back to just kind of that part, and if we go to like so. It's I'm just gonna have to land this thing a billion times if I'm ever gonna get used to the sight picture, because that point where I flared, I thought I was maybe 2 feet off, and obviously was like 10 to 12. So I don't even know what to think about that. Alrighty, well, shall we do a wing view replay? I think we probably should. Oh, before we do the wing view replay, we've only got 11 people signed up for the chance to win a free subscription. So if you would like a 1 in 12 shot, type exclamation point ticket, and we'll be doing the giveaway after the landing, after the wing view replay here. So, and I did not really start that recorder long enough to go with the music I picked, so we are going to go back as far as it'll let us go. And then we will, let's see, let's go back inside the airplane. And then I think right wing, so we were looking at the airport when we come in. Let's see, it means I gotta click back over here. Yeah, there's a right wing, although, yeah, I think I like that a little bit. Oh yeah, we got nice nice windows over here too. Oh, and oh, I could do so. Let's. I gotta. Hang on. Let me. Bear with me one moment. Bear with me one moment. Oh wait, but that's not gonna be. Oh dear. No, that's way too difficult to do the math on. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so let's see. Let me get my mug out of the way here. So we got that, and then something's happening. What's happening? Mr. Egan has entered the fray. Welcome on in, Mr. Egan. You're here just in time for the Wingview replay into some little strip in Oregon. It's Sierra 2-1. I'm sure the town nearby has a name, and I have no idea what it is because I didn't make a note of that. But I was about to. I think I was reaching up here to take out this airplane standing perfectly still. Sounds like I'm not going to say what I think that sounds like to me. But then let's also, yeah, so Mr. Egan, good to see you. Welcome on in. And type exclamation point ticket. Get yourself entered in the giveaway. And then I think, let's see, that's right over here. I wanted to try that. And then I think that should be ready to go over there like that. And then I just have to come over here. Okay. I think we're ready for our Wingview replay. Let's give it a try. Oh, and Sleazy does it. Are you still here? Because I meant to mention uh that new welcome sound that we that I got added for today. It's I decided uh, it didn't. I was ready to start the stream and realized, oh my gosh, I hadn't picked out the wing view. So you're still here. So yeah, I was about to start the stream. I was like, oh, I forgot to pick a song for the wing view, and then I realized that the frazzled mood I was in was also addressed by the song that your welcome sound is taken from, and so that's if you listen at the very end of this song, you'll if you're not already familiar. Oh, extra sub for anybody in the chat who can tell us uh, where Sleazy Does It Again's welcome sound comes from. Let me pull it up here, and so we can. Yep, there's that, and then I had just muted it, which means no, it's on the stream deck, so that ought to work. So if anybody who can tell me what Broadway musical this is from with a minor, I made a minor modification to it, gets an extra sub on today's stream. First correct answer in the chat. So here we go. Sleazy Does It Again's welcome sound. Any takers? Going quickly in 3, 2, 1. I don't have my drum roll screen handy, but definitely not the Music Man. Possibly as far away from the Music Man as one could get. So no takers, no sub. All right. Well, maybe someone will recognize it during the Wingview replay. So we'll see about that. Let me go back over here, and then right there, and then I think that means I can mute myself and start the music, and then I think we can go from there. Okay. All righty then. Oh my goodness gracious. All kinds of stuff happening during the Wingview replay. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Melvin Leroy. Thank you so much for the raid. That's absolutely marvelous. Let me okay, that. Oh no! Oh, let's see. I failed to do the well, that was the raid sound replaying, but not. There's there's the raid sound, which is not all that great anyway. But thank you so much for the raid, Melvin, and also and 2 new followers as well. We got Rob Valkyrie. Oh, Cold Nebo. Thank you for no replay. Thank you for the 100 bits. That's so thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But Rob Valkyrie, thank you for the follow. And Iron Spotty Zulu Alpha, thank you also for following. Absolutely delighted to have you. Spunnut, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it more than you can know. Golly gee. Hey, yeah, Melvin. Oh yeah, I'm glad you I when I first started, Melvin, when I first Texas one flyboy. Thank you so much, Texas One Flyboy. That is just awesome. So it says they're continuing the gift sub from so that is great. I when a gift sub becomes a regular sub, that's just like the best news ever. So thank you for delivering the best news ever. I appreciate it a great deal. Oh, look, Sim Caesar is still here. Hey. Um, yeah, Texas Flyboy is the man, isn't he? Absolutely. Yes, indeed. I have to agree. Um, and Sim Caesar, funny Sim Caesar should enter something in the chat there because Melvin, I was just about to say when I first started streaming, I decided I am not doing Wingview replays because like I do not want my creative content to be in any way derivative, if you know what I mean. But over time, I kind of thought about it more and more, and I thought, well, eventually I said, well, okay, I do a Wingview replay sometimes, but not every stream, and definitely no music because that would just be like a copycat thing. And then so that kind of wore away to where I was kind of doing it every stream, and then it occurred to me what would make it not what would make it not a ridiculous thing like pretending Sim Caesar invented looking out of an airplane window would be rather than having it be in a derivative, instead to have it be like an expression of me and who I am and what I enjoy. And musically, that's show tunes, stereotypical as it may be, my favorite kind of music in all the world. So I get to pick a favorite show tune for every stream to end the stream with. And that one, Sim Caesar, what did Sim Caesar, were you here before the Wing View replay when we did the chance for an extra sub? Because you could we could I didn't actually close that out. So if anybody can tell me what Broadway musical Sleazy Does It Again's welcome sound is from. Spun Dot. Thank you for admitting that you cheated, and thank you for spoiling it so that Sim Caesar couldn't claim an extra sub. Okay, so but that does mean it is time to. So again, welcome Raiders. Thank you, Melvin, for the raid. And oh, do I see? I have. I do have a few additional people to say hello to. I mean to say thank you to, and then we will do the giveaway. So let me just. Oh no, I can't believe I just let myself do that. Well, I did. Uh, Let me see if I can undo that. Uh, oh, is that a, oh, that's the other pop out, but that doesn't let me. Okay, I'll just squint. We had a bunch of new follows today. Um, yes, Biggie's Tintin, Operator Pooski, Dan 8364836, and then Rob Valkyrie and Iron Spotty ZA. Thanks so much to all of you for following today. Um, Sleazy does it again. Subscribed at tier one. We have a new tier one subscriber. K thanks by resubscribed for 8 months. Thank you so much. Astro Singularity resubscribing for 6 months. Just absolutely marvelous. And then some bit cheers at the end. Thank you so much, Cold Nebo and Spundot for the bit cheers at the end there. So that business out of the way. I think we really could go ahead and do the giveaway. Exclamation point ticket into the chat. Only 14 people entered. You can get a 1 in 15 chance at a free Twitch sub. Hey, Rob Valkyrie. Excellent. Good job. 15 people in there now. There's room for one more. Oh, Sleazy does it again. No, you already had one. Hey, all right. Texas Flyboy. The Highlands of Scotland. Two weary hunters lost their way. Hi, Iowa Scotsman. Good to have you here. Speaking of Broadway shows, that one's from Brigadoon. Oh, hey, and Rick V10 is here as well. Hi, welcome on in. Good to see you. Yes, it's great seeing people come out of the woodwork to get tickets. That's great. Hey, we're up to 18 already. That's looking like a far more believable number. So let's, I think we could have a slightly nicer view of our long easy there. No, we want to go that way because, oh, and I forgot that, oh, come on. There we go. Oh my gosh. Texas One Flyboy. Thank you so much for, whoa. Hang on. Ah, this thing does not, oh, hang on. It doesn't, oh, what the heck? Okay, we're gonna, nah, because there's no parking brake in this thing. Why are the brakes not working though? They're supposed to. They have been up until now. I tell you what we're gonna do then. We're gonna, I guess maybe we're gonna, that seems to be fine as long as the camera stays in place. I was about to, pardon my disorganization, but I was about to put my mug back on here to do the giveaway. And I guess we'll just let the plane do what it's going to do. Oh, I see. You know what's happening. I understand now. The replay is still replaying. Yes, thank you. Soundtrack. That's exactly what it is. So that'll be fine. But that means I can go ahead and drag the replay over here, or I could drag the giveaway over here on top of the replay, and then that should let us still see. Wait, where is the? Yeah. There we go. All righty. So you have only a few seconds left in order to get type exclamation point ticket to get yourself into the giveaway. And that giveaway is going to be closing in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Okay. Mariner Halley, welcome on in, and just in time to get yourself a ticket for the giveaway. And China Balloon, happy to see you back as well. China Balloon just popped. That's tragic news. Okay. Well, I hope you are enjoying your vacation. And I actually did start the drum roll there, but did not end the giveaway because we got Mariner Halley's welcome sound. But glad to have you both here. And so I am going to close the giveaway in just about 3 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Giveaway is closed. Oh, soundtrack. Oh no. You weren't in time to get a ticket for the giveaway? That's awful. Oh, that's tragic. I feel so bad. There's no way I can reopen it either. Oh, you're just going to have to try and be a little quicker on the draw next week, next Tuesday. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, 1900 Zulu. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and select a winner, shall we? Yes. Yes, we shall. Cold Nebo. Oh, Cold Nebo. That's so sweet. Oh, a firm clinch. I don't remember putting that one in there, but okay. Oh, Cold Nebo, that's so sweet of you. Cold Nebo, you do know he's joking, right? Okay. The winner of the giveaway is there we go, Sagrin Mia. Wow! Congratulations, Sagrin. I don't know if you're still here. It is late. Is it late in Sweden? I don't know. I have to look at my phone to see what time it is in Sweden. It's oh no, it's just 22. Oh yeah, it's 10:45. That's pretty. Oh no, wait, it's 11:45. Oh, Sagrin, you are here. That's absolutely great. Oh, and Sagrin, it looks to me, if I look at your uh Sim Caesar. Sim Caesar, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sagrin Mia. And oh my goodness, Sim Mr. Egan, thank you for 100 bits. Thank you so much. This is it's the Burt Rutan Long Easy. Not quite as easy to see there as maybe from another angle if we get it over this way a little bit. And maybe like that a little bit. So this is me in the foreground here in the Burt Rutan Long Easy, which is a home built. This is Ascended Gravity back here in the red and black and gray. You know, rather somewhat similar looking. Velocity XL, which is also a home built kit, but so obviously the Long Easy inspired the design for the Velocity, but they're not. They're from different developers, different designers, and both were the Long Easy, if I recall, was a plan only. But I think for the Velocity, you could actually buy a kit, like or at least some of the parts. But yeah, they're both pushers. They're both canard wing. You know, they have the elevator is on the front instead of the back, and the Velocity is fully retractable, and it's a four-seater. Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Ascended Gravity. I think the Velocity's a four-seater, but the Long Easy only a two-seater. So so where we are now with regard to the giveaway and the end of the stream is, since Sim Caesar pipped me at the post, giving a subscriber to the first person whose name was drawn, Sagrin Mia, that means we need to draw another winner. Fortunately, Stream Elements provided this convenient draw another winner button. So in 3, 2, 1, the winner is, oh, someone disguised or hidden just below the line here. Let's pull this down slowly to reveal the winner is Planet Neutral. Congratulations. Oh, it already said it in the chat, and I was trying to be all cool. So let me see. I've still got Planet Neutral. I think you're subscribed, aren't you? It should tell me that on right there on your. Uh, uh, wait. Oh, did Planet Neutral not? No, but I think he is already subscribed. I'm gonna have to, because I think he actually won a subscription just like a week or two ago. Let me just double check that, for which I gotta go. Bear with me one moment. I'm just gonna go over here, and then come on. over here. Oh, don't do that to me. Then I can go here, and then I can go here. Then I can click that. Then I can do planet neutral. And there he is. And he is currently subscribed. Okay. So I will send a message to Planet Neutral, letting him know that he won and finding out what he wins a lot, doesn't he, Soundtrack 78? I mean, I think it seems like it actually seems to me like Sagrin wins a lot and Planet Neutral wins a whole lot. I don't know what it is with the bot, but let me just make a quick note. P neutral. Oh wait, no, that could be lab results. Uh, gift sub. All righty. Just make sure I don't forget to do that. So let's see. In summary, uh, it's the latter half of July, so that means we are in fact in summary. Um, some people are just lucky. That's true. Absolutely. He's very well. He is very active in the community, indeed. Um, Sky Command. Welcome on in, Sky Command, and thank you so much for the 42 bits. I'll be honest, I'm not sure. Were you Peter or my other? Oh, well, that's I appreciate what a difficult choice that would have to be for anybody with good taste. So there is that. Um, happy to have you here, Sky Command. Glad that you could come by. We're just wrapping up. We just did the giveaway, and so really, I think all that remains on the agenda would be for me to remind you that I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, 1900 Zulu. Uh, you will also often find me essentially anytime Sim Caesar is streaming. You'll find me in his channel because it's other than here doing this, that's my second favorite place to be and thing to do. So that would be in just over an hour's time, an hour and 6 minutes from now on the Sim Caesar channel. It is GA Thursday. Uh, I fortunately the Sim Caesar legal department has secured in writing from Sim Caesar an agreement that there will be a maximum of one Comanche flight for tonight's stream, and that the other flight will be in a non-Comanche aircraft. So that's how many weeks? Wait, what about weeks? What did I miss? Oh, where can I? Yeah, lucky when it comes to winning stuff. So it's nice to have. Oh, Sagrin. Oh, that's sweet. Weeks? How many weeks? Oh, how many weeks until your stream? I can do this. Let's see. I still have the app on my phone here. Date calculator. So it's 65 minutes. So I have to do this in let's see. Oh no, wait. Oh, that's so it's 65 hang on. No, because the app was only good when I needed to do days as well. So we do a calculator and it's 7 times oh no wait so first it's 60 times 24 is that times 7 uh 10,000 right yeah so 1080 so then it is 65 divided by 1080 no it's not 1080 it's the backspace there's the backspace 10,000 uh and 80. So that is um, so Sim Caesar, Sim Caesar's Thursday night. Um, well, Ascended Gravity has beaten me to the punch, but with not nearly as much. Oh, Sleazy does it again. Has actually. I only went out to the where Sleazy does it carries on from the 1269 and it's appropriate. Mine just rounded it off to 27 there. So 269, definitely much better for. Yes, it is in fact 0.00644841269841269 weeks until Sim Caesar's next stream. And why, Spundot, you're very welcome. You're welcome on our block to party anytime. And I hope I will see you over in Spew, Spew. Okay. Um, uh, internet. Oh, you missed most of the stream. Oh no, that's terrible. I knew who we were going to raid back when we were doing the Wingview replay, but that was so long ago that I now worry that person may no longer be streaming. Oh, they have landed. So let me take another quick look around because um, just because they've been streaming a long time, and there's that, and there's that. So yeah, I was going to raid them, but they've ended their flight and they've been streaming for 5 hours. So I'm guessing they're probably not going to do another one. So, what about over here? Well, also 5 hours, but still in the air or not? I don't know. Let's raid 757 Spy. It's any chance to raid 757 Spy is a good chance. So let's do that. So then I think how many weeks until my next stream? So for that, I do have to use the date calculator as well. So I left it open though. So date to date calculator. So let's see. Today is right Thursday the 20th, and then my next stream would be Tuesday the 25th. So then calculate that, and it's there we go. Okay. So then it is 100 divided by 80 is it's oh my gosh. Ha ha ha. So welcome raiders. Welcome Hinshi. Thank you so much for the raid, Hinshi. That's absolutely awesome. And I about oh hey, Captain Beanie. Thank you for the follow. That's absolutely great. I appreciate that so much. So Hinshi, as anybody here in the room will happily attest, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, oh it's a med. Why look, it's a medic. Hi, it's a medic. Welcome on in. Oh, and Squawk ID. Thank you for following. Wow, that's awesome. Um, long. Uh, Captain Beanie, yes, that's hilarious. Absolutely. So, yeah, Hinshi, anybody here in the room will tell you that we almost raided you moments before you raided over here, but some things came up that sort of delayed our getting to the raid. At which point, things such as inquiries about how many weeks it is until my next stream. So I was just before you came in, I was about to announce that my next stream will take place in exactly 0.71428574143 weeks from now. So with that important business out of the way, no, but seriously, Hinchi, I was like, when I had decided to raid you because it looked like you were still in the air when I looked, and then we got delayed by a bunch of time, and I went back and looked again, and you were on the ground and had been going for 5 hours, and so I said, okay, we're not going to raid Hinchi, let's find somebody else. So, Sim Caesar. How many weeks until I mod you? That would be I think the next question. So, oh hey, Hinshi. Sweet indeed. Oh my gosh, and Vega Blue Sky is here. And Vega Blue Sky, I'm so sorry. We've already done the giveaway. So I hate that you missed out on that. But we are about to. No. You never have to say you're sorry in the Peter Mooney channel. Absolutely not. But good to see you. And we're just about to go and raid 757 Spy. And so again, I'm back next week, Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, 1900 Zulu. Hope you can join us then. We're going to do something involving flying under bridges next Tuesday. That's as far as the plan has progressed to this point. And I hope you'll join me in just under an hour from now on the Sim Caesar channel for GA Thursday over there. And then I think that what remains to be said is thank you, Soundtrack, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here and whipping this unruly bunch into order and keeping them orderly, herding the cats as needed. Wouldn't want to find out whether or not I could do it without you. So thank you for that. And yeah, I think that's probably time for me to uh, wave goodbye to everybody and see if I can let Louis Armstrong serenade us on our way out here to go raid 757 Spy. So thanks again for being here. I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks.